Hello, everyone. Good day. Welcome to this amazing session. Please, if you can hear me, can you just give a thumbs up? Thank you so much. Thank you. Welcome everyone to this amazing section. My name is Cynthia Jato. I'm a cybersecurity specialist at Dari, and I'm also a mentor. And I'll be speaking on an interesting topic that is very, very personal to me this evening, and that is your previous career is your cybersecurity advantage, how to use it to land your first job. So before we go on, I'll first of all have to talk about Amdari a little bit. So Amdari is an innovative platform that is designed to help bridge the career gap between tech professionals and gaining practical experience. One of our mission is to help bridge that gap between theory and having real world experience by providing users with real life end-to-end practical and hands-on project. So what Andari is meant to do is to help you, as an individual, you have this theoretical knowledge about cybersecurity or any other tech career you have chosen. You have the theoretical knowledge, you've learned from somewhere, you've acquired some knowledge or level of experience somewhere. But having that level of experience does not guarantee you are getting a job, because the theory knowledge does not give you the real life experience you need to get a job. So Amdari has discovered this gap between between linking your theory to practical knowledge, and that's why we've come up with a beautiful way to bridge that gap by giving you hands-on experience through learning, end-to-end practical learning and hands-on projects. We have different career paths at Amdari. We have data analytics, we have data science, we have data engineering, SOC analysis, and threat intelligence, which falls under cybersecurity. We also have ethical hacking and penetration testing, also cybersecurity. We have GRC, which stands for governance, risk, and compliance. Then we also have project management. This project will help you enhance your skills and also help you build the confidence you need as an individual. Like I said before, my name is Cynthia Jato. You can call me Jato. I am a cybersecurity specialist with a background in political science. I transitioned into cybersecurity about 5 years ago after graduating, and it has been a wonderful experience, trust me. And I help build, I'm specialized in penetration testing, and I also help organizations to protect their, to strengthen organization, help build organizations' wealth. Then I'm also a vulnerability assessment. I do vulnerability assessment. I'm also into cybersecurity consulting. So I also mentor. The reason why I mentor and I help people get into this field is because I want a lot of people to come into cybersecurity. We have a lot of skill gap in cybersecurity, and we need a lot of people. We need you. We need everyone to come in. It does not matter if you have a technical background or you are just crossing into cybersecurity. We need what you have. We need your experience in cybersecurity. And that's why I said this particular topic we are talking about this evening is so dear to me and very, very important to me. Very, very important to me. Here we have Efemina. Efemina is one of our co-founder. He has experience. He has a lot of experience. He has experience in several areas within data ecosystem, covering data analytics and data science, and also data engineering. Efemina is our co-founder, and is co-founder of 10 Analytics and Amdari. Through this platform, it has helped over 2,500 plus people transition into tech and also land their first tech job with no prior background. So these people had no prior tech background, but then it has helped them gain the experience they need and also land their first job in tech. Efemina's experience spanned through data science contractor within the UK, US, Canada currently, and it's also a business data support lead. Then he's also a data analytics manager, global business system analytics, and also a management and data analytics consultant. That's a lot of experience for someone. By now I am expecting to see people clapping in the audience. Like, yeah, that's a lot of experience, and it's good we have him. Thank you so much. It's good we have someone with this weight of experience in our team. Thank you. We'll have time for questions, please. So what we will be looking at this evening, we'll be looking at the cybersecurity landscape and opportunity. We'll also be looking at helpful transferable skills. Then we are also going to be looking at make your move to cybersecurity, then also Amdari work experience, internship, and our special offer to you. So if you want to know what the special offer is, you need to stay to the end of this segment because this offer is going to amaze you, and I believe it's something you really, really, really want to get. So stay with me, stick with me as I take you through the ride. So before I start, I want to ask a question. How many of us are transitioning from currently what sector do you work in, or what course did you study in school? You can raise your hand if you want to talk, or just drop that in the comment section if you don't want to speak. Anyone? Fode, do you want to speak? Hi, Fode. I'm sorry, I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Oh, okay. Just drop in the comment section what you currently work as, the path you are in. If you are into tech, just mention the path. If you're not into tech, you study something else, just mention it. You can mention it in the chat box, or you can also raise up your hand if you want to speak. Okay. We don't have any. Okay, someone said healthcare, looking to switch to tech. That's amazing. This is the right place for you. You're in the right place to get the experience you want, the right information you need to transfer into tech. Is there another person here? Okay, someone said I studied agricultural engineering presently. Okay, and you have passion to study cybersecurity later on. That's beautiful. And you're going to find out that you have a skill set already that will make you stand out as a cybersecurity specialist as we go on. Thank you to everyone who answered that. So like I said earlier, I studied political science. Personally, I studied political science and I transitioned into cybersecurity. And you might be wondering, what does cybersecurity, political science, what does it have to do with cybersecurity? Okay, it has a whole lot. It has a lot to do with cybersecurity because through studying political science, I was able to build my analytical skills. I was able to build my critical thinking skills. From there, I learned how to be critical. I learned how to do research because oh, please, is there any other person that is not hearing me? Can you all hear me? Thank you so much. Okay. So through cybersecurity, through political science, I was able to build my skill in research because it spanned from the position of the social science. I was able to come up with that position to critically justify things. And also I learned policy, which is something that is helping me out in cybersecurity today. So you might want to ask, you might want to currently ask that, okay, how do you transfer this knowledge that you have? How do you transfer it to how do you transfer it to what you need to do? A quick one, let me ask this question. Have you ever felt like you are starting from scratch because your background is not technical? This is for those that are already in tech already. Maybe you started taking a course, you have something you're already doing in tech. So I'm asking this question. Have you ever felt like you are starting from scratch because you do not have background in tech, or that the problem you have a problem and you are feeling like you are not in the right place because you just feel like, oh, my background is not in tech and what am I doing in tech? Well, if you feel that way and you are feeling that way, or you've ever had that thought before, you are in the right place, because that's the problem we are going to be addressing today. We have many career switchers who feel that they have completely start over all over again. And the truth is your previous career experience has already equipped you. When I talk about career experience now, it spans from what you studied in school, whatever work experience you have gained, either when before you gain admission into school, the little work you have done after graduation, your current job role now. This career experience has equipped you with valuable skills. All you just need to do as an individual is just for you to translate that skill and apply them in cybersecurity. You just need to translate that skill and apply them in cybersecurity. You just need to apply them in cybersecurity, and that is all you need to start. Let's look at the cybersecurity landscape. Today we have cybersecurity is booming. It's booming so much. We have over 3.5 million roles which are unfilled globally. That's in 2025. We have 3.5 million roles that are unfilled globally. Companies are not just looking for ethical hackers. I know when you hear, oh, we have about 3.5 million roles that are unfilled globally, you might be thinking of, oh, they need experts, they need people who are deep into cybersecurity. Maybe they're thinking about ethical hackers, they're looking at SOC analysts. The truth is, companies are looking for you that you have worked in customer service before, you that you have worked in a bank before, you that you are a communicator. Of you that you have worked as a teacher before. These are the people companies are looking for to fill these people in policy. Do you understand policy? We need you in cybersecurity. Do you understand administration? We need you in cybersecurity. Project management, we need you in cybersecurity. And we have several core roles in cybersecurity. Like we have the GRC, which stands for Government Risk and Compliance. We have the SOC analyst role. We have the threat intelligence. We have awareness. We have ethical hacking. We have vulnerability assessment. We have forensic analysis. We have a lot of roles. And trust me, believe me, there is a place for you in this role. There's a place for you to actually work with your current skill, that you can bring your current skill into. Then we have previous career. Can you transfer this skill to your advantage? So I saw someone said you've worked in healthcare before. How can you transfer your healthcare skill to cybersecurity or to tech generally? Then we have someone here. I listed out some roles. It's not limited to this role, actually. It means it goes beyond this role that I listed here. Here I have an admin or a customer service. If you worked as an admin before, or a customer service or a customer representative before, you are very good to go into policy support or incident handling, because you've already built that skill to provide solutions to problem. You already know how to provide solutions to problem. You already know how to track problems and also give feedback. You already know how to organize problem and give policy. So if you already have that skill set as an admin or a customer service, it's easy for you to transfer it into cybersecurity when it comes to policy support and incident handling. Then teacher or slash educator, if you work as a teacher before, or currently you are teaching or you're a lecturer, you can easily come into cybersecurity because there's a place for awareness training, there's a place for communication. I know you might be wondering, oh, cybersecurity is all about technicality. No, that's not true. There are different aspects that does not have to do with the technical aspect of cybersecurity. So let me quickly take us back with a quick story. When I first of all started cybersecurity, my first trainer, she's a lecturer. She's currently lecturing. So I remember one day during our session, someone asked her, do you do physical pen testing? Because she was taking us penetration testing. Then she said, no, I'm a trainer. That she was into lecturing before she dived into cybersecurity. Then after she started cybersecurity, she just realized that all the skills she gained, she does not really need to start applying them technically. Now, when I mean technically, that physically going to organization to start carrying out penetration testing. But she just realized that since she already has skills as an educator, she can transfer that skill and become a cybersecurity trainer and also creating awareness for cybersecurity. And she went into research. Currently, she contributes to open source. So through research, she can contribute to come up with papers that will contribute to the lifespan of cybersecurity. She can also train more people. I'm part of those people she has trained, and today I'm here today. So this is another aspect you can use your skill as an educator or a teacher. Then finance and banking. If you've worked in a bank before, you are currently working in finance, you will understand risk management easily because that's your terrain. You understand how this thing works. So you can easily transfer that skill into risk management and fraud detection. So we also have people in law and HRO. Should I tell you this? Most people who are into GRC, that is governance, risk, and compliance specialists, they work as HRO personnel in organization because they already have that skill to balance between HRO and also as a compliance specialist. So you who have worked as you studied law or you are working as a lawyer, it's easy for you to transfer that skill set into compliance, policy writing, governance, because you already have the technical knowledge already and the skill sets needed to come into cybersecurity. Then we have roles in cybersecurity. We have several roles in cybersecurity, which are not limited to these two. So we have cybersecurity analysts. Then we have the incident response. Cybersecurity analysts, they are more of analyzing the concept of cybersecurity, breaking it down to smaller pieces for people to understand. And they also help organizations to lay those policy foundation and help them to mitigate risk. Then we have incident response analyst. Incident response analyst is another form, it's another level of SOC analysis. So they help organizations to reduce risk by fighting incidents. Then they respond to incidents quickly. Then we have the SOC analyst, which start from tier 1 or tier 2. Then we have the vulnerability analyst. Vulnerability analysts carry out vulnerability assessment in organization. So vulnerability analyst is like a proper ethical, it's like a proper hacker, but here they do it ethically because you can't carry out a vulnerability assessment in an organization without getting the permission you need to do that. So what differentiates a vulnerability analyst from an hacker is the fact that there is ethics in play. They have permission to do that. Then we have the security compliance analyst, we have information security analyst, we have the penetration tester. So you might want to ask what's the difference between penetration tester and vulnerability analyst. So vulnerability assessment is the beginning. Before you do penetration testing, you start from vulnerability assessment. Then before you go into penetration testing, is the process whereby you start attacking the machine here. Then we have the change management analysts. Then we have the network security engineers. Network security engineers are the people who deals with, most time people mistake them with the IT guys. No, they do more than IT. They do more than IT in this case. Then we have the cyber threat analyst, then security architecture. Then you might want to ask that, okay, these roles are plenty. How do I find my niche? The truth is, From all these roles I have mentioned, these are found. You can pick a niche from one role. You can start as a SOC analyst, but so in cybersecurity, skills are easily transferable. You can build your skill in one, then transfer it to another session, aspect or part of cybersecurity. Then from here, you can decide to say, okay, I started as a vulnerability analyst, but then I want to go into full-time research. It's allowed. You can go into full-time research. The fact that you've started as a vulnerability analyst or a SOC analyst will give you a proper understanding of the market, will give you a proper understanding of what is going on. So this will help you contribute better because you have a foundation, you have a knowledge already that you are building on that is helping you to divert into other aspects. Then you can try to go into governance, then work with governance, work with marine, work with grids. So but you have to start from somewhere here. You have to pick a niche first, then you start growing into other aspects. Please, if you can still hear me, just give a thumbs up. I want to be sure you are hearing me. Okay. I'll come back for questions, please. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Derek. So now you want to know how to make your move. How to make your move. How do you want to translate your skills into tangible real life scenario? So let's say you have a policy, you want to transfer it to GRC. How do you want to do that? So we'll start by first of all matching your skill. How does it fit into the real life case study? So let's say, for example, I will use a teacher again. Let's say, for example, you are a teacher and you could move into awareness training. Then as a banker, you are moving into fraud detection and an admin into compliance. So you first of all need to translate. You need to first of all discover what skill do you have. What skill do you currently have? It does not have to do, and you might be like, okay, I've not worked before, I'm still in school. I saw someone who said is in 100 level and you are studying agriculture engineering. So you might want to say, okay, I've not worked before. So what skill do I have? So let me tell you something, the way I picked my path in cybersecurity. When I started cybersecurity, you are doing everything at first. Then when you got to a point where I have to pick my path, the ideal path I should have gone for, because I studied political science, is GRC, because it deals with governance, risk, and compliance, which aligns with what I studied in school. But then I had to go deeper. What skill set did I develop from studying cybersecurity, for studying political science? Like I said, I was able to build my critical thinking. The ability to think critically was something I got from my course of study. There's something we normally say in school. You can put on the devil's sticking cap. Yeah, there are sometimes we are in class, then a lecturer will say, okay, at this point, we want to analyze some policies. You need to put on the devil's sticking cap. The reason for this is because we want to do away with all emotions and want to think critically. So me doing that over and over again for 4 years, I did that for 4 years, and me doing that has given me the ability to look beyond what people see and go deeper. So I just realized that, yes, I know that, okay, ethical hacking is something I need to go for. And I also know that I am someone who does not really like to work with routine. I don't like routine. I like creating pictures in my head. I like breaking things in my head. I'm looking for ways to make things look like, okay, simple things look difficult. Okay, that's another skill I have discovered about myself. I know I'm someone who thinks a lot. What kind of games do I like to play? I discovered that, okay, I love Ruby. I love playing Rubies. I love playing games that will help me to think critically. So immediately I noticed that, I knew that, okay, ethical hacking is the place for me. Beyond what I have studied, beyond the skill set I had. After studying cybersecurity, I've worked in other industry before coming into cybersecurity. But I knew that, okay, yes, this is what I need to go for. So beyond what you studied in school, you need to look look at what do you love doing? What are your abilities? What niche do you have? What are the things you can do that even when you are sleeping and someone wakes you up and say, oh, come and do this, you will do it flawlessly. Those are skills you should take into consideration when looking at how to transfer your skills. Then you need to pick a path. Trust me, you can't do everything at the same time. Or GROC sound interesting, SOC sound amazing. You want to fight the bad guys. You want to be a gatekeeper, because SOC analysts are gatekeepers. Then you can also say ethical hacking is interesting. You want to break into things, but the truth is you cannot do everything at once. You need to pick a niche, because that's what will help you to grow. Picking your niche, finding your niche, knowing what will work best for you. So you are going to pick a niche, either GROC, SOC analysis, privacy awareness, red team or blue team, penetration testing. Pick a niche, start from there, then start growing, then learn the necessary tech stacks. What works in cybersecurity? What do you need to know as a cybersecurity specialist? Learn it. Know how to move with trend, because cybersecurity moves with a lot of trend. There are things going on. The terrain changes every day. New things comes up every day. 2 years ago, we were not talking about AI cybersecurity, but today we are talking about AI cybersecurity. 2 years ago, I know IoT were already sophisticated, but today the level of sophistication that IoT have now, when it comes back IoT devices, the level of sophistication is greater than what we had 2 years ago. So that means the fact that tech is changing, tools are becoming more sophisticated. That means hackers have ability, or they have tools that are more sophisticated than what you know 2 years ago or last year, even last month, what you know last month. So you need to know what works in your industry. You need to move with the trend, or else you will be left behind. So, and that's how you stay relevant in the trend. Then update your CV, LinkedIn, and build your project portfolio. So you need to update your CV. Then you might be wondering, oh, okay, I only have theoretical knowledge of cybersecurity. I don't have the real life experience. How do I update my my CV? Then LinkedIn accounts, I don't even know what I'm doing. I know I have an account, but I don't know if it's properly arranged or if it's optimized. I don't know. Then project portfolio, you've been working on labs. It's good to work with labs. That's how you grow. That's how you build yourself up. We have you might have been working with TryAcme, Act the Boss. Those are simulated environments. But the truth is, working with labs will not get you the job you want. Then you might want to ask me, how do I get the job that I need? How do I get that job? So that will lead us to the practical steps to land a cybersecurity role. Number one on that list is get hands-on experience. Hands-on experience goes beyond you working on labs. Hands-on experience goes beyond you working in simulated environments where you have some labs that you have worked on. The reason why I said it goes beyond that is because this lab you are working with, they are intentionally vulnerable. Before you started working, you already know, oh, this attack, I know the attack I want to face. I know, you know what you are expecting already, which is different from real life scenario. Real life scenario is a different game entirely. So employers most time look at, oh, how many real life scenarios have you worked on? And you need to build, for you to gain that real life feel, for you to have that thrill of, oh, I'm working on a real life project, you need to get hands-on experience. Then you need to also build a portfolio. For you to build a portfolio, your hands-on experience you need to up your game when it comes to hands-on experience. That will help you build a solid portfolio that will get you a job in the industry. Then you need to network and find mentors. The truth is, nobody's an island of knowledge. You cannot work alone. You cannot, what you feel you know, there's someone else who knows a better way or an easier way to do it. There are sometimes that you will be working on something and you just get to that road that, oh, I am lost. It's not that you've not worked on a similar situation before. You have, or a similar case before. You have worked on a similar case before. But there are sometimes that the terrains are different. The anomalies you are getting are different. And trust me, the attacker that attacked the previous time is different from the attacker that is attacking now, which means both of them have different level of experience. So then that means you have to be prepared. And at this point in time, when you are lost, you need someone. You can reach out to a friend and say, oh, I'm working on this. I don't know what to do next. Someone else can point you to what you need to do. Like a second eye just make you see things the way you've not seen it before. And you need a mentor, trust me. A mentor is someone who helps you see things beyond what you are seeing. You know, when you are seeing a wall, a mentor is telling you, oh no, beyond that wall, there's something else. A mentor is pointing you to a way you can crawl over. Is either crawl over that wall, or if you need to break the wall down, a mentor is showing you that way to do that. So a mentor is pointing you to the right direction. And trust me, a mentor knows when to be strict and when to be soft. So a mentor knows when you need that tough hand to say, oh no, at this point, we need to get back to business. Then when it's time to play, mentor also knows how to do that and balance your situation. And this will help you stay up and also help you to develop your skill faster and better. Then you need to keep applying for entry-level roles. You need to keep applying for roles. It's one thing to learn, gain all the skills. If you are not applying or you don't have a place to practice or to make use of these skills you've gathered over time, imposter syndrome gets to set in. Like it just creeps in, because you now start doubting yourself of, okay, I know I've done this before, but I don't think I can actually do it. And that's because you've not had the opportunity to make use of what you have acquired, of what you have learned. You just know them offhand, but you've not known them. You've not practiced them. And trust me, if you are not practicing, you get to forget. That's one thing. Then you get to lose your confidence over time. So that's why it's always advisable, apply for that job. Even if you are feeling like, oh, I don't think I am good enough for it yet, still apply for it. Go for that interview. Trust me, you will see that you will kill it more than you are even expecting, more than you thought you will do, or you will realize that you know more than you feel you know. Then earn certification. Certifications are good. It's good to, cybersecurity. What differentiates a cybersecurity specialist or a cybersecurity analyst from an hacker or someone who is a gray hat or a black hat is the certifications they have. Earn certification. In as much as certification is good, I will always advise, know your onion. Know your onion, gain the experience you need. Certification is good to have a lot of certification. Certification can take you to the room where you can get your interview, but the experience you have will make you skate through the interview, get the job, and also stay employed. Now let's look deeper. I've mentioned the fact that you need experience, you need hands-on, and how do you might be wondering, how do I get that hands-on experience? I don't know where to go to get that real-life experience that I need to work on, real-life projects that I need to get me a job in cybersecurity. Say no more, you're in the right place. You're in the right place where you are going to get that experience. And I'm going to tell you how you will get that experience. Then, but before I tell you how you are going to get that experience, let's look at why most roles require years of experience. You know, there's this popular saying that cybersecurity don't have entry-level roles. But then, if there are no entry-level roles, you have not worked before, how do you strategically place yourself to meet up with the intermediate requirement that employers want? So I'll be showing you how to do that. Stronger technical skills. You need to build strong technical skills. And how do you build that strong technical skill? It's just from what I've been saying before. You need to work with hands-on, real-life projects, not just labs, not just a 45-minute training you have to do. No, you need real-life projects to help you build that strong technical skills. So people who don't have strong technical skills, it's hard for them to get the job they want. It's hard for them to get what they want. And real life technical skill does not actually have to come with you already saying, oh, nobody is employing me. That's the new song we are dancing to as far as cybersecurity is concerned. Employers don't want to employ you because you don't have lots of years of experience, or probably you don't have a lot of certification. Then we keep asking ourselves, since we don't have Since no one is giving us the job, no one is giving us the opportunity to come and even prove ourselves, then how do I gain this strong technical skills? I will show you how to gain it without an employer employing you directly. I'll show you that. Then higher quality of work. Higher quality of work. I mentioned earlier that it's good to work with lab work, simulated environment, but lab work is different from real life experience. Lab is good, but you already know that this lab work are intentionally vulnerable. You already know what you are expecting. So if you're someone who has already been working with labs over time, just lab alone, when you get into the field, you will find something more technical. But let's say, for example, you've done a lot of SQL injection before. In a real life scenario, it's not as easy as that. Or you just carry out an SQL injection easily. It's not that easy because security is put in place. Every organization has security measures they have put in place. So for you to be able to carry out a vulnerability assessment, you need to know how to bypass this security, which is something you will not learn when you were working with labs. Because it is easy for you to just break it because it's intentionally vulnerable. Security was not put in place when you were working with that. But when you work on real life cases, those factors are in. You've worked on a case that has security put in place. It's hard for you to break in. So you've gotten higher quality, like you've built yourself, you've built a higher work quality that will help you out to stand out in the job market. Then you're able to work more independently. You need to, let's say you are working as a SOC analyst and you're on night duty. You are the only one on night duty as a SOC analyst, and then an attack happened. You just discovered an anomaly you've never seen before. Do you need to start calling your boss who is not on duty to come and help you out? Before you even make that call, a lot has gone wrong. Within 2 minutes, if you don't know how to stop that attack, a lot will go wrong immediately. So you need to know when to swift into action, when to take charge. And you will not know this if you are not working on projects that are more difficult than labs. Trust me. You will not know this if all you have is theoretical knowledge. So you need something that will trigger you, that will help you to build that ability. Learn how to take charge. Learn how to work independently on your own. If there is no one here, what should I do? What can I do? You need to learn that. Then less need for managerial capacity to train or mentor you. Over time, if you have been doing something over time, it becomes a part of you and you no longer need training or someone to tell you, this is what you need to do. So for you to gain that, and that does not come in a day. It's a gradual process. You build it up gradually. And this is what employers are looking for. So how do you start building it? You don't need to start working before you start building that. You need to start somewhere. Then stronger behavioral skills. It's good to be technical. You know the technical aspect. But trust me, if you have technical skill and you don't have the soft skill, it's not like you don't have anything. Trust me. You can be and I know some people will feel like, because I'm so good technically, the company will not want to lose me, even if I don't have soft skill. I don't know how to communicate. I don't know how to work in a team. You don't have every other soft skill. Trust me, you won't last in the job market or in the field, in the industry. So you also, as you are building your technical skill, you also need to build your soft skill. And for you to be able to know how well you build your soft skill, you need to work with a team. You need to be in a team for you to know how much you have built and how far you have come. Then longer retention. Are you the type that learned something today and you have forgotten? Or are you the type that goes back to learn? Are you the type that goes back to your book every time? I mentioned at the beginning that cybersecurity is every day we have new trends. The trends are changing every day. So do you go back to read? Are you the type that when you see new things, you go back to your books, you go back to sit down, you are born? Yes, you've had experiences, you are working already, but then you are still burning the midnight candle because you want to become better. Then you are not just learning for learning's sake, you are also retaining what you have learned. So these are the skills that employers want to see. Employers want to see when we are working. So I'm going to ask you a quick question, and I want us to answer this. Think like the employer for a minute. I want you to put yourself in the position of an employer. You are an employer, you have an organization, you want to employ someone. Then you have two individuals. You have Jeff and you have Fred. Jeff, on one hand, have years of experience. Jeff has years of experience. When it comes to technical knowledge, he has, let's say, Jeff is an electrician. He's an electrician. He has years of experience working as an electrician. Then there's Fred, on the other hand, who studied engineering and is a recent graduate, but has never done anything practical or technical. Who will you employ? Please can just unmute if you want to speak. Raise up your hand. Let me see, or can just drop your answer in the chat box. Who will you employ if you are the employer? Jeff. Thank you. You are going to employ Jeff. The reason is because Jeff already knows what he is doing, unlike Fred, who only know theory, and theory does not translate to yes, author.
Thank you for your presentation. I want to ask you specifically, how did you get into your role in cybersecurity?
Okay, I will answer that after my presentation. Thank you for that. So Jeff have years of experience and knows what to do. Unlike theory is just what you learn in the books, and that does not translate to what happens in the real life, because things change in the real life. When you get to the field, things that you've learned theory, yes, it applies, but then sometimes there are some things that comes up that then you just realize that, oh, you need to apply wisdom, and wisdom comes with years of experience. So you will always know someone who have years of experience because they already have the wisdom, unlike someone who already know the theory that was learned by the books. So same way, organizations do not want to employ cybersecurity experts or people in cybersecurity who do not have this technical knowledge, because they're employing you to come and protect their organization. So imagine you working as a SOC analyst in an organization and you don't have the technical knowledge. How do you want to protect the organization? A lot will go wrong. And it's more like, even if a lot goes wrong, IS, you will say, oh, IS, I will lose my job. But it's go beyond you losing your job. It's more like there's a spilled milk. How do you rectify that? It's a whole lot. So companies don't want to take that risk. They don't want someone, there's an opportunity to shadow someone. But for you to even be able to shadow someone, you need to know what you are doing first. So they don't want to take that risk because they want someone who wants to come and protect them to be good and know what they are doing. So why project-based experience? You might be wondering, okay, I've mentioned that lab work does not give you the kind of technicality that you want. But then when we are learning cybersecurity, it's lab work we want. And I've watched that YouTube video, and I was following that person that was carrying out practicals on YouTube, doing what he was doing. But then that does not translate to experience. So why do I need project-based experience? Project-based experience proves the ability to handle actual cybersecurity challenge. When you have the opportunity to work on project-based projects, you have that opportunity to work on a real-life scenario. In a case whereby you are, how do you experience how attacks happen, how to prevent them. Then you as an attacker too, you also experience how to carry out attack when there is security put in place. Then policy, you get to write actual policy for organization. You get to write actual report. You get to give them real life mitigation ways for them to protect themselves, ways for them to avoid several forms of attack. So you get to do this in a real life scenario, which is different from you just doing it or reading about it, or have learned how to put together reports. It's different from you writing an actual report. Then helps you to build a stronger portfolio to showcase to expertise. Trust me, when you've worked on a real life project, you yourself, you have confidence. You know, when you are showcasing, you want to, even before an employer is asking for portfolio, you are pushing your portfolio forward first. You know, before you are even showing your CV, you are telling them, oh, my portfolio, this is my portfolio. You want to show forth your portfolio because you know that you are proud of what you have there. You are proud of what you have been able to gather over time and you have put together as your experience in your portfolio. Then it also helps you to enhance problem solving and analytical skills. Trust me, you will face situation whereby you need to think fast. You need to think outside the box quickly. So if you have not been working on situations that have been putting you on your toes over time, when you get to that time to use that skill, it will just fail you. You just find that, oh, there's nothing coming up. And then you start panicking, you are under pressure, and then a lot of things will be going wrong at the same time. So you working on real life project-based experience, you've worked on real life situation or real life case study before, it will help you to build that skill over time. Because like I said earlier, it's not something that comes just like that in a twinkle of an eye. It's something you build gradually. You build it over time. So you work on a project today, it has opened an aspect of your critical thinking. It has helped you to open an aspect, a level. That project again that is different from what you worked on yesterday. You are opening another level again. And if you are working on and the project is in a way is different, and it's going to start making you feel like, okay, what did I do previously? I have done this previously, but it's not working. What do I need to do next? Then you start thinking. So the ability to think will help you to just say, oh, yes, I know what to do under pressure. Then hiring managers seek candidates who can apply skills in real scenarios, not just pass exams. Like I said, certification is good. You have certification, beautiful. But trust me, certification does not equate skills. I know you might want to say, oh, probably you have a certification like EJPT. EJPT is a practical exam. I know you want to say that, but trust me, EJPT is a practical exam, but you read to pass EJPT. You already know how EJPT works. Okay, EJPT is a web application exam. You already know what they are setting. You already know their case studies. You already know what they can't set outside something beyond their curriculum, outside their curriculum. You already know their curriculum and you read for it. You already know what to expect. It might not be word for word on what you read, but there are similar cases. So it's easy for you to read and pass such an exam. But that does not mean that, yes, you pass EJPT, does not mean that when it comes to real life web application, you can do exploits. No. There are people who have a lot of, I met someone who has a lot of certification, carry out the practical aspect of what he has. Then I was wondering, how did you get the certification? And he said, I was pursuing certifications first, reading for certification, but then I felt I would come back to practical later. So imagine organizations saying, oh, you have a lot of certification, but come and show us how do you do this thing? But then the person does not know. So certification is good, but certification does not give you the experience you want or you need to stand out in an organization. So where are you expected to get this relevant work experience? Where do you get them from? That is where Amdari comes in. Amdari is here to help you. Amdari is here to nurture you. That skill set you already have, that theoretical training you've gotten, the theory you have already gathered, Amdari is here to help you nurture it, grow it, and help you direct you in the right way. So we are going to lead, not just help you nurture these skills, we are also going to lead you into the right path that you need to go. Then how do you go from where you are to where the recruiters want you to be? First, it starts with rebranding. Rebranding comes with, what do you know? I have theoretical knowledge. Okay, I have theoretical knowledge in cybersecurity or in tech, any aspect of tech. Then currently, I work as a banker. and I don't have anything to do. My current job role does not have anything to do with tech. Or I studied cybersecurity at a point, but currently I'm not working as a cybersecurity specialist or analyst. I am doing something else. So we are going to help you, first of all, rebrand, discover your skill sets. What skill set is transferable? Then how do you now start putting it together? Then we are going to give you project-based experience. I'm going to give you project-based experience. I'm going to give you project-based experience. Sorry about that. I'm going to give you project-based experience, then also give you employability skills. I'm going to give you from project-based experience, it starts with 10 real industry-based projects. When I talk about industry real-based project now, it's not just, I'm talking about, we have organizations that we work with, and this organization allows us to bring our consultants, which are people working with us now, which are you people who want to transfer your theoretical knowledge into real life experience. So this company allows us bring those projects to you, then you work projects. Then I'm going to work on 10 organizations that we work with, and this organization is going to work on. Please, can we mute our mics? Thank you. So you're going to work on 10 industry-based projects to allow, so this company. Then you're going to work on multiple industry. You are going to gain multiple industry experience too. Then you also have multiple technology experience. Sorry, give me a minute, please. So you're going to have 10 multiple industry experience, because working on this project will help you gain the experience you need, because you're going to be working across different projects from different aspects. So if you're not going to just be working on a particular project over time, different projects which come from different aspects. So it's something that you will see at your workplace. That's what you're going to be working on. So this will give you the industry experience that you need, multiple industry experience that will help you build a robust portfolio that you need out there to stand out. Then also multiple technology experience, then you have increased confidence for future roles. So it's not going to go beyond, oh, I have theoretical knowledge, I have never used it before. Your confidence is going to, your morale is going to go from 0 to high, because you have already tested out what you know. And this experience has also given you the opportunity to check, oh, I know this thing, beyond you feeling like, I think I just know it theoretically, I don't think I can work with it. So it helps you reduce that imposter syndrome, then build your confidence too. Then work with cross-functional teams. You're not going to be working alone, you're going to be working with teams. You're going to be working with other people in a team. So working with cross-functional team is going to help you get ideas from other people from other backgrounds too, get their own idea, use it to build yourself up. Then also it will give you opportunity to build your soft skills, the soft skills you need. So if you are someone that feel like, oh, I can only work as a solo person, I don't work with team, you will learn how to do that working with teams here. Then you also learn how to leadership experience too, because you might be a leader of your team. You might learn how to organize. Oh, you might be the one that push your team to say, oh, we need to do this thing fast. So that is you building leadership experience too. You are building yourself as a leader. Then multiple role experience too. You have come in as a SOC analyst. Projects that you work on can be on threat intelligence. So you are building yourself up as a threat hunter. You are building yourself as an incident response. So it gives you that opportunity to have multiple role experience also. Then teamwork and project collaboration. Like I mentioned, you are going to work on several teams and you're going to collaborate with other team members to work. Then it gives you opportunity to network. Yes, over time you're going to network with your colleagues, and from there you become friends. And trust me, relationship you build from this kind of course or this kind of environment lasts long. and you don't know who can even recommend you for job roles or what you need at the end of the day. Then we have the employability skills. Employability skills have to do with the CV revamp and review. Then I mentioned earlier, yes, how do you put your skill sets together to become something your employer wants to see? And that really helps you to revamp your CV. We review your CV, then we revamp it for you to fit into that job role you want to apply for, that tech role you want to apply for. Then LinkedIn optimization. Trust me, branding is important. And when I talk about branding, I'm talking about online branding. It's very, very important. Most times, before an employer even go through your CV or go through your portfolio, they want to see, who are you out there? What kind of brand have you carved out for yourself out there? So we are going to help you optimize your LinkedIn, show you how to do that. They're also there's an opportunity for mentorship, one-on-one mentorship. So you have a mentor to tell you, this is what you need to do. This is how you need to do. Like a mentor to point you in the right direction. They also have a mentor to encourage you when you feel discouraged. Learning can sometimes be discouraging, overwhelming. So you have a mentor to encourage you, to point you in the right direction, to tell you, oh, this is what you need to do next. This is how you stand out. This is how you build yourself up in the industry. Then we have interview preparation. Our dream is not just to help you get experience, project-based experience. Our dream and our goal is to ensure that you get jobs. Not just going for interview, but you get job. And it will be a great thing before the end of the program, you have gotten opportunity for an interview. So we help you prepare for interviews, and we also help you give you job reference as well as on the job support. So we don't just leave you at the end of the day, we give you on the job support too. Then how does our work experience program or internship work? You might want to ask, how does it work? So it starts from business partnership. We have business partnership with organizations. So this business partnership gives us unique business challenges that pertains to them, their own organization. Then in return, this project is being given, that is the business challenges, is being shared in team to our consultants. So this is where you collaborate with your teammates or your team members to work on this challenge, then give us reports, work on this challenge, come up with your report, then you present. There's an opportunity for you to present your findings to stakeholders and experts in the industry. So you presenting will give you the opportunity to grow. You are going to grow, then you take corrections, then know what to do more and how to grow yourself. Then there's evaluation and also recommendation. Then after working on this, you add it to your project portfolio. That's how you grow. Then there's also LinkedIn recommendation, so which will be added to your CV. So add to your CV that you have worked at Amdari. So you can also add it to your CV that you've worked at Amdari. Work reference demand, you will also get that from us too. You also get that from us too. So if you want to join, you want to get these hands-on projects, you want to have the knowledge that you are seeking, you want to stand out, all you just have to do is to join our next cohort that is starting on May 10th. We have another cohort that's starting on May 10th, and trust me, it's a wonderful experience. It's going to help you get the confidence you want, the knowledge you want at the end of the day to stand out. And so, and also, please, there is an attendance link that will be dropped in the comment section. Please help fill that attendance link. You are going to please help fill that attendance link as we are on the call. So we have different packages. We have full amounts for data analytics. Then we have for SOC, like cybersecurity as a whole. We have our payment plan here, which is parent pass. Then we have the discounted amount too. Then For our first 20 persons there's a discount for first 20 persons for each internship. So if you are signing up, the first 20 persons to sign up, you will get a discount amount from us. So if you want to get that discount, you should sign up with us. You should sign up with us. So if you want to take your career to the next step, all you just have to do is sign up with us. And this comes with review, CV review and revamp, LinkedIn optimization, access to an exclusive remote job board, then an online portfolio building. So that's a whole lot, So it's better for you to just take advantage of this right now and sign up. Then you might want to wonder, how do you, okay, let me show you, before you sign up, let me show you the projects, a sample of a project we have worked on. So this is one of the projects we've worked on in the past. This is part, I'm going to show you how to make payments soon. Next, after this, how to make payments is what I'm going to show you next. So this is one of the projects we've worked on. This is a very beautiful GRC project for one of our companies. And as you can see, this is a company based in the UK, a fintech company that we've worked with. And it's an amazing experience. So having something like this in your portfolio will make you stand out at the end of the day. And it's easy for organizations to want to employ you if you have such amazing projects in your portfolio. So for you to sign up, you just have to go to our Rave, which the link will be available. Then if you fill the attendance form too, you're going to go to Rave. Then we have different, just have to pick the work experience you want. If you're going for cybersecurity, just go for, we have different work experience. Then just pick the one you want to go for. Then click on secure your internship. So it's going to take you to this page. So this is where how to make payments, how to get your internship. So if you come here, you are going to see what currency do you want to pay in. So the currency you want to pay in, just click. We have different options here. Just click the currency you want to pay in. Then so here I've picked the currency I want to pay in. So it's showing me the amount. So you just have to fill in your information, your name, your phone number, then your country, your phone number, then from there you go to, after filling this form, making your payment, please take a screenshot. Then it's going to take you back to this page, this particular page, the first page where you're going to go back. Then after making payments, an email is going to be sent to you. You are going to get an email. So take a screenshot of that email, then come back to this first page. So here you will find payment registration form. So you're going to click on this payment registration form. So you're going to click on this payment registration form. It's going to take you here. You're going to see Wave. So I'm going to walk you through on how to fill this form. So you're going to record your email, your first name, which is the name that you use, then your last name, your registration email, then your country where you reside in. If you're in the United States, Nigeria, wherever you are in. If it's not stated, just click on others and write the country where you are in. Then currently located, then your current status. Are you a career switcher? Are you a student? Are you a recent graduate or an unemployed? Whatever category you fall in, you just click on it. But if your category is not stated, you can still click on others and just write out the category you fall in. Then your phone number, please include your country code when filling in the phone number. Then you click on next. So you click on next, then you have Okay, yeah, this is the one we filled first. You're going to click on next. So here you have which internship do you want, are you interested in? So you are going to click on what you're interested in. Here we have data analytics, data science, data engineering, SOC analytics, threat intelligence, ethical hacking. So if you are coming, let's say you are coming for ethical hacking, just click on ethical hacking, then you scroll down, then the screenshot, you know, I said take a screenshot of the email that payment receipt you got. So you are going to upload that image here of the screenshot. You are going to upload it here. After uploading, you kindly state the name of the account. Use the making payment. So the name that is on the account you use in making payment, you are going to write it out here. So state the name here, so it's easier for us to trace. Then please read our terms and conditions. It's very, very important. Read our terms and conditions. After reading the terms and conditions, you click on yes. Then here you pick the internship plan. Did you pay for 3 months? If it's 3 months you paid for, you click on 3 months. If you paid for 6 months, you're going to click on 6 months. Then you click on next. Then click on next, then you're going to scroll down again. Then you see you want to split your 6-month internship into 2. So what this means is that in a case whereby you have in a case whereby probably you want to work, first of all, train as a SOC analyst, then you also want to have experience in ethical hacking because you want to build yourself as a blue team, purple team rather. You want to be in the purple team at the end of the day by having experience in 2 different fields. So what you are going to do is you are going to just show us, so you are going to split. Maybe you paid for 6 months, then you want to have experience in 2 different fields. So all you're going to do is just click on yes. You want to split your 6-month internship into separate 3-month internship. So let's say the first 3 months you want to work with SOC, then the second 3 months you want to work with ethical hacking or GRC, you click on yes. But if you don't want to split, you just want to focus on one, you can just click on no and then continue. Then if you clicked on yes, you want to split your 6-month internship into 2 separate parts, all you have to do is just to pick the first 3 months. What do you want to do? So if the first 3 months you want to do ethical hacking, you click on ethical hacking. But if it's SOC, you click on SOC. Then the second 3 months, you click on what you want to do. So here, the first 3 months, I have ethical hacking. Then the second 3 months, I have SOC analyst. So that, you click on that, then you click on next. Then you have other restrictions. When do you intend to start your internship? So we have a cohort starting on the 10th of May 2025. So if you want to join that cohort, you can click on 10th of May. But if you don't want to join that cohort, you can decide to click on our next cohort, which is starting June 7th, starting June 7th. Then we have how did you find out about Rave by Adari? So you are going to click on where you heard from, were you referred by someone? If the person's name is here, click on it. Did you hear from our Facebook ad, Instagram ad, or our Adari Instagram page, or our LinkedIn page? Is that where you saw, or our Twitter page? But if your options are not here, just pick the options that align to you. Then what influenced your decision to subscribe to Rave by Adari? Is it that someone who has already done this program referred you, or is it because you want to switch your career, or because you want to just have hands-on experience? Just put the reason, what influenced you to register or to subscribe. Just put your reason here, and then you submit. You click on submit. That is all. Then we'll reach out to you at the end of the day. So currently, do you have any question? Yes, Victoria, you can ask your question.
Hello, good evening. I just want to ask for like how many days in a week and what time to what time is the internship? Does it run? How does it work? Yeah, thank you.
Okay. For the internship, we pick when you get into the program. So we don't just impose time on you. It's a collaborative suggestion. Your team will decide when they want to meet twice a week. It's twice a week. So your team will decide the day and time. We'll give you a specific a time range. Then you pick the time range. All of you will agree on the time range and the days of the week you want to be meeting. So it's not something we impose on you. So did I answer your question?
Okay. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Then earlier, someone asked me, how did I get into cybersecurity? I want to be sure if that was a question that was asked. Please, if you're the one that asked that question previously, can you please ask again? I want to be sure if I got the question correctly. So in the chat box, please go to the chat box. Click on the link to get started. You have links there. Then we have our tech clarity session on there. The PPT is there. Then the material I presented, the project we've worked on, you can see it. You can look at it. Then please fill the attendance form too. It's available in the chat box, please. So please, if you have any other question, please can you ask? Is there any other question? Okay, yes, he said, how did I get into cybersecurity? Okay, how did I get into cybersecurity? Well, when I started cybersecurity, okay, before I even went to school or know I will study cybersecurity, when growing up, I had this in my community, this thing was common where people were being duped of how they were fraudsters, they've been victims of fraudsters, they fell victim, and that was something that really broke my heart. You know, when you see people who have worked hard lose their money to fraudsters. But as at then, I wish I had a way to help them out. But as at then, I didn't know there was something called cybersecurity. I didn't even know at all. So, but then I know I watch movies and I see people do a lot of hacking. Then we have the FBI, we have the security team in FBI, Interpol. I love what I was seeing, but I did not know there was a career path for it. Then after schooling, over time, I started reading about tech, going into tech. Then I had a mentor. You see the importance of having a mentor. I had a mentor. Then he was one that pointed me to cybersecurity. He was just like, you love this thing. Have you heard of cybersecurity before? I said no. So each gave me materials to read. Then I started reading materials. Then I started understanding the knowledge, the foundational knowledge. So that was how my interest in cybersecurity grew. Then I started going for trainings, hands-on experience. Like I said, hands-on experience, it goes beyond training. Hands-on experience. I got myself a mentor. I had a mentor initially that pointed me to the right path, cybersecurity. So he saw something in me that aligned with cybersecurity, and he pointed me to that path of say, oh, this is what you need to do. So that's the importance of having a mentor. Then when I started training, I had to look for another mentor again that will be with me, that will guide me through my journey. So I had a mentor, and that's how I started my cybersecurity journey, and I came into cybersecurity. And I've been doing this for 5 years plus now. And that has been an amazing journey, because when you see people go through this stuff of being victims, you've seen different cases, and the ability to help gives you peace. It gives this kind of warmth that, oh, you can contribute to safety, people's safety, organization safety generally. So please, is there any other question? And I mentioned earlier how I picked my path, how I know the path I want to go for. I mentioned you might wonder, you study political science, you could have gone for. I studied political science. I've worked in governance before. I've worked in other industry before. But then I said I had to look at the skills I got from political science. I do cybersecurity research too. So I had to look at the skills I got from what I studied, my personality too. What skill did I gain? I've already gained the ability to think critically. I am someone who sees something and I want to dissect it. I'm seeing you are talking to me. I am calculating. I'm thinking far. I love to create pictures in my head. I create pictures a lot. So I know I don't like routines. I don't like when things are just done in a routine. So I prefer to let's scatter things and get it done. So when I realizing that's who I am, and I had to look for where does it fit in cybersecurity. So I just knew ethical hacking was for me. If I do not go for ethical hacking, what else will I go for? SOC analysis. I'll go for SOC analysis or digital forensic because it will help me bring up that ability to think. I'm not saying when you do GRC, you don't have that critical knowledge or critical thinking. You do too, because they're coming up with policy, formulating policy. And yes, you can also influence policy, and that comes with a lot of brains and thinking. So knowing what you can do, knowing the skills you have, then knowing you have to go on a self-discovery journey too. That's it. So do we have any other questions so far?
Yes, there's question on the chat.
Okay. I can't find the question, please. Can you just... Okay, sir. Is it internship alone, or we would also receive lecture or classes? Okay, let me answer that. It's an internship program. You're not going to be receiving lecture or classes. No, we don't have classes, but we have something we call stand-up, where we talk about projects, then you talk about new. I don't expect you to know how to use every tool. Yes, you have experience, you've gathered experience from one point or the other, but I don't expect you to know how to use new tools. Learning comes in different form, learning comes in different ways. So you have a project you want to work on, but there's a tool you've never worked with before, or you don't really, you've worked with it before, but you've forgotten how to use it. Your mentor here will put you through on how to use this tool. Your mentor is going to point you in the right direction. So it's not like you are not going to be having classes. No, you'll not be receiving lectures or having classes. It's a pure full-time internship. I hope I answered your question. So is there any other question? Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Okay, Adibola. Yes, Adibola. Adibola, you can ask your question. You can unmute and ask your question. Then okay, Adibola, if you can't hear us, Andrew, you said you have a question. Andrew, can you ask your question, please?
Hello, good evening.
Good
I've
evening.
already asked my question. It's not maybe another angle, but it is for I was the one that had are we going to be having, is it just about the internship, or are we going to be having lecture or classes?
Okay,
And
yes.
you asked whether I was okay with the question.
Okay. Hope you understood my answer, like you understand how it works.
Yes, I do.
Okay, thank you. And I hope everyone has filled the attendance form.
Yes, I have done that.
Okay, thank you so much for doing that. So, but I can see you've joined again. Do you have a question before we call it a day?
Yeah,
Yes, I can go on with your
I
question.
think I joined lately, so I don't
Okay.
really follow from the start. So my question is, the internship, how much does it cost? Like, because I think you mentioned that we have to attach one payment slip or something like that.
Yes.
So, like, how much does it cost?
Okay. For a full month internship, we have different payment plan for each month. If you are going for 3 months, you're going for 6 months. Sorry, trying to open. Okay, let me just go back to the payments. So let me just go back to it. Maybe. So I'm trying to open the payment tab. Please, I'm sorry, I can't find my payment tab. Please, Ozzy, can you please answer that question? Hello, Ozzy.
Okay, let me share my slide with
Thank
him.
you. Let me stop sharing. Thank you.
So can you see my slide? All right. So the internship is for 3 months and 6 months respectively. And you have the option of paying in 3 installments for the 3 months work experience internship and 5 installments for the 6 months work experience internship. Now, there is a link shared on the tab on the chat. If you click on that link, all right, it's going to bring you to the payment platform here. I'm going to show us how to secure our spots. Now, the discount we have, 16% discount, is only for 20 persons, and you may want to take advantage of that. Now, when you get to this payment platform, okay, when you click on the link, it's going to bring you here. You will see options of different career paths, and just choose the one you want to go for. Ajibola, which career path would you like to go for?
Cybersecurity.
Okay, so in cybersecurity, we have 3 different specializations. We have SOC analyst and threat intelligence, we have ethical hacking, and we have GRC. Okay, which one do you want to go for?
Ethical.
So if you want to go for ethical hacking, right here, you can see ethical hacking and penetration testing. Then click on secure your internship. When you click on it, it's take you to another tab, all right, to bring you to this page. Now, right here, this is where you will see or find at the top right hand side, you will see a drop down button where they have Nigerian flag on it. So you can always change this to wherever location you are. If you're in Ghana, you want to pay in cities. If you are in South Africa, wherever you are. Ajibala, where are you? Where are you currently? Are you joining us? Where are you joining us from?
UK.
Okay, so since you're joining us from UK, I will assume you want to pay in pounds. Okay, so you just select British pound sterling. Okay, and you can pay in 3 installments for the 3 months work experience. And the first installment is £430. Now, this discount is only for limited persons, 20 persons. Last week, we ran IWD discounts, which was 50%, the first time we've ever done such a thing. We ran 50% discount for International Women's Day, and a lot of persons benefited from it. We still have some persons who thought maybe somehow the discount will magically come back to this month. And right now we are back to our original price. Okay. Although we are giving 16% discounts, if you're interested in this internship, I'll advise to take advantage of it. Okay. So you click on 3 monthly payment, which is £130 for the 3 months internship. Click on secure your internship. Right. This is how this payment structure looks like. You click on proceed. Now, when you get here, this is where you fill up your details. Your name, your email address, your phone number, and then to take you to where you input your card details and you make payment. Now, when you make payment, you're going to receive an email from Mainstack confirming your payment. And after your payment is successful from this page, it will take you back to that original place, the initial place we came out from, which is here, all right? The reason why the link will bring you back here is because you need to fill this payment registration form. Now, this is one of the important things you have to do after making your payment, because this is where you tell us which internship you would like to go to or you would like to enroll for and the cohort you would like to join. Like Cynthia said, we have cohorts open for May and we have cohort open for June as well. So this is where you indicate, this is where we differentiate people that want to start in May and people that want to start in June. Click on the payment registration form, all right? And it brings you back to this page where you will fill your details, your name, your first name, your last name, your registration email, your country of residence. If it's not written, just write it down, your current status, your phone number, and then you go to next. So right here, this is where you fill up the internship program you like to go for, business analysis, or you want to go for ethical hacking, you just fill up ethical hacking. Very simple, right? And then upload that the screenshots of the email you received from Mainstack confirming your payment, and state the name of the account you use in making payments. Now, after reading the terms and conditions, click on yes, and select your internship plan. You want to go for 3 months. Select 3 months, and you go to next. So right here, this is where you will show us which program, which cohort you'd like to join. If you are free in May and you feel like you want to start immediately after this April, you can select May. If you want to start in June, you can select June as well, right? Then you tell us about how you found out about Mdari and then what influenced your decision. Now, if for persons that are going for the 6 months work experience internship, okay, when you select 6 months work experience internship and go to next, you will find a different thing right here. So this is where, if you want to split your 6 months internship to 3 months, you can select yes. So these are, like you said, if you want to go for ethical hacking and stock analysis, you want to split 6 months into 3 months each, or you want to go for project management and business analysis, you select yes. If you want to do data science and a little bit of data science and data analysis at the same time, that's 3 months each, you select yes. So what you have to do here, tell us which one you want to start for the first month. If you want to start data analysis for the first month, you select data analysis. If you want to start like ethical hacking for the first month, select that. Then the last 3 months or the second 3 months, if you want to do stock analysis for the second 3 months, you select that as well. Okay, and then you click on next. And then, like I said earlier, you tell us which cohort you'd like to start with, what influenced, where you found out about Mdari, and what influenced your decision as well. Now, before we move forward, right, I would like to show us a portfolio builder in Mdari. I'm sure Cynthia mentioned that in Mdari we have a portfolio website. When it comes to tech or tech profession, submitting a CV without a portfolio is like, it's like when someone comes to tell you that he can repair your car, a mechanic comes to tell you that he can repair your car, that he's a mechanic and he has certifications and he has worked in on cars before. Nothing to show about it. He cannot categorically tell you or show you the cars that he has worked on. I'm sure nobody will want to trust him with their car, okay? That's how it feels like as a tech professional, as a cybersecurity professional, as a business analyst, as a data analyst, or as a project manager, okay? Applying for a job with your CV. So Mdari has a website, portfolio website. You have access to it for life. As long as you're an Mdari consultant, you've registered, you've undergone this internship, you have access to this portfolio for life. All right. Now, this is how the portfolio website is. You can share this portfolio to different platforms. For those that have projects they have on their GitHub, you can always link your GitHub right here and share this portfolio to either your Twitter, your Facebook, your LinkedIn, your WhatsApp. Like Cynthia mentioned earlier, your personal brand is very important. You know, if you really want to get the attention of tech recruiters, you should be able to share your projects on LinkedIn as well, so that people will see that you're actually, you know, doing something related to the career you're going for. Applying for jobs, most tech recruiters will want to go to your LinkedIn to see how you have branded yourself, okay? So you can also share the link on your LinkedIn, and you can even copy it and paste it on your LinkedIn profile for tech recruiters to have access to it. Now, this is how the portfolio website looks like. It has your picture and a brief description of yourself. Last week, we had a program where we, you know, told everyone what a typical portfolio should look like and why you should have a portfolio as a tech professional, all right? Now, it has a picture, to have a brief description of yourself, and a contact me button. This is where, if I click on it, you will see your email, your LinkedIn, your Twitter link, your LinkedIn link as well. You see, this is where, your phone number, this is where tech recruiters could reach out to you. You have your years of experience, number of tools you're proficient in, and all the projects you've completed are also going to be on this portfolio, all right? They will not be written, they are virtual, okay? They are virtually seen. Now, all your specialization, very easy to build. You click on this plus sign, you build your portfolio. Do you have specialization in churn analysis? You select it. If you select that, all right, you go to draw it down and just click on add. Very easy. Okay, and then when you go down, you will see the tools. What tools are you competent in as a cybersecurity professional, or as a data professional, or as a project manager? What tools do you know how to use, and how many percentage confidence do you have using these tools? As you can see on my screen, some of them are 60%, some 59, some 77, some 55. This is literally where you just assess yourself. Okay, you could tell the tech recruiter, I have 70% confidence using, or 70% technical skills using Power BI, meaning you are above average. Okay, they'll use this to assess you and give you a job. Okay, now all the skills you have, including your transferable skills, is being added here as well. Remember, we are not throwing your previous skill away or your previous experience. We are rebranding you, all right, for you to land a job. You have a lot of transferable skills, like Cynthia has mentioned, that will be needed for your next role. So you're not going to be throwing your skills away as a career switcher or someone that is even just coming out from a master's degree. All right. Now, this is also like contact me where if I click on this LinkedIn right here, it will take the recruiter directly to my LinkedIn page. If I click on this Twitter, it will take the recruiter directly to my Twitter. They can contact me through my email or my phone number. Now, when you join Indari, okay, you have part of your KPI is to apply for jobs. All right. First 2 months you join Indari, you've worked on at least 3 projects. You call off your CV review and revamp, call for your LinkedIn optimization, and start applying for job. It is part of your key parameter index. Someone will ask me, why should I apply for job in the first 2 months when I've not built confidence using these tools? The reason is because the more interviews you go, the more you build confidence. And remember, when you get interviews, we prep you for these interviews, and we have a one-on-one, like we have a mock interview with you. With even an external recruiter, we'll have a mock interview with you before you face that particular job interview that you're going for. That is how we prepare you to land that particular job, right? Now, like I said, it's part of your KPI. We have a job board as well that has all job boards, remote job boards across multiple platforms. FlexJob, Career Builder, Simply Hired, LinkedIn, name it. All the jobs here are remote jobs. But if you are someone who would like to, work hybrid or on site, you can also utilize other job websites like read.co, like LinkedIn, where you will find on-site jobs and hybrid jobs. But for this job board, all you will find here is remote jobs. All you just have to do is just click on ethical hacking. Senior Director Analyst, okay? So just click on the career you're going in for and you'll find the job there. Now, for those of us that have gone through boot camps and our knowledge is rusty, we have a Learn platform as well. We don't leave you hanging. We have a Learn platform where you get to watch videos in the career you're going for, okay? What's going on with our Learn platform? Okay, this is it right here. So, assuming you are going for cybersecurity. Assuming you are going for cybersecurity. Now, network security and incident detector, you don't remember it, or you want to understand SOC analysis and log analysis, okay? You want to understand cyber threats and cyber attack vectors, or you want to understand endpoint web application security. All you just have to do right here, or you've forgotten about the introduction to cybersecurity, or there's a project you're working on, you need to understand network security and incident detection. Just click on the crash course, all right? You click on the crash course, it brings you to this place. You click on start the course. You can see 3 hours, 20 minutes course. You take it, you watch the videos, you learn everything you have to learn about. It does not replace your basic knowledge. That's the reason why we put this in place, because some persons, obviously, when you learn and you don't practice, you tend to forget most of the things you learn. And that's the reason why we have this crash course available for you to utilize, okay? You will have access to this when you join Indari. So that is it. And yeah, if you have more questions, you can ask. Ajibola, have I answered your question?
Yes.
So when are you looking to scale?
Another question I would like to ask is, like, do you give reference, and like how many month reference will you give after the internship? So the other one is, who are the people to money to supervise us or to put us through the internship? Is it people that have the experience in the field, and Like, how many days will they be able to look after, guide us through, and so that we have, because to me, I think cybersecurity is a very wide field, and you have to
It
know,
is.
you have to get good knowledge about it before you can say you want to be applying for a job and do some certification. So, who are the people to take us through? Are they people in the field already, and did they have good experience, and what are the benefits to join this internship?
All right, I'll answer your first question. Who are the people to, guide you? Now, this is real time job. Okay. Remember, we have business partners. This is a real life job. This is not a what do you call it, an ed tech. How does a job work? You land a job, you get onboarded. When you get onboarded, they'll put you through everything you need to understand about the company, everything you need to get your job done. Now you have a line manager. Okay. These are your line managers are people that are professional in your field, have over 5 years, over 6 years experience working in that field. All right. Cynthia is one of them. She has over 5 years experience in this field as well. So these your line manager are people that you report to. They are there to hold your hands. When you're working on a particular project and you hit a roadblock, they are there to help you walk through this. They are professional in the field. Okay? Even when you're having mentorship, during your mentorship sessions, which happens twice weekly or once weekly, right? These mentors could be external mentors that are professional in your field, have over 8 years experience. They come to talk to you. They could even be people that are working in your particular location. If you're in UK, they could be people that have worked in UK and have had experience that understand the UK employment terrain. So they are there to guide you, to put you through everything you need to know to excel in this job. They are professionals in this field. Your line managers are professional in this field. They are not, when you get to a particular job, your line manager cannot be someone that is a software engineer when you are doing cybersecurity. No, your line manager is a cybersecurity professional that is higher than you, that has had more experience than you. So they are there to walk you through everything you need to know. Now, it is important to note that all you have to do is dedicate an hour every day to work on the projects that you have. Remember, like Cynthia said, you have stand-up meetings. It is an actual work. You get onboarded. Before you even get onboarded, they send you all your onboarding kits and your contracts that you will. It's a job, okay? It's an internship. It's an internship. Now, all you have to do is dedicate an hour. Most of our consultants are career switchers, are maybe still doing their masters, all right? But 90% of them are career switchers. So it is a very flexible remote apprenticeship experience. Remember when someone asks the timing and everything, you guys are going to choose the time that you want, okay, for your stand-ups. You have stand-up meetings twice a week. Maybe Monday, you discuss about how you're going to go with the program. Your line manager tells you about the particular project, all you need to know about it, walk you through it, and then follow up with you throughout the week to ensure that you are working on your project. If you hit any roadblock, he's the one you will get to meet. Okay, you reach out to them. Oh, I'm trying to find solution to some particular thing. I've gone through YouTube. I've gone here. I could not find a solution. Please, could you help me? They are there to walk you through it. So dedicate an hour or 2 hours. There's some days you may not have time. Okay, the days you don't have time, maybe the next day you have time and you have enough time. You can dedicate 2 hours to cover up for the hour that you've. Just the main point is ensure that you submit your projects when you're supposed to submit it, because some projects could last 1 week. Some projects could take 2 weeks to. Yes, they're going to be part of your team in the internship. Okay, they're not an intern. They are line manager. They are more experienced. They're more advanced than you. So that's why they are there, to walk you through this. Because obviously, if they don't, you will not really get better. And that's why they are there, to make you get better in using these tools. All right. So that's basically how it works. Who asked me that question? Ajibola, right? Yes. So is there another question I haven't answered? Job reference letter. So for the job reference letter, I'm directly registered in UK and registered in Canada. Now, a lot of persons have told us they have experience. Assume you are working as a data analyst in Nigeria, or you're working as a data analyst in Cote d'Ivoire, and you migrated to UK or Canada or US or Ireland, and you tried applying for jobs and you realized that they are requesting for reference letter from a company in their country who've experienced that. A lot of persons experience that as well. Okay, so Amdari is a UK company. It is also registered in Canada. So you're working as a consultant under Amdari. Okay. So that job reference letter, you're going to be getting 2 years job reference letter. What do I mean by 2 years? The reason why it is 2 years is because there's some persons that are not actively applying for job. Like I said, we have master's students that they just want to get this hands-on experience. So when they finish their school, they'll start applying for job. So you get this reference letter on demand. What if I tell you someone currently that started with us, I think last month or last 2 months, got a job, and the funny thing, he even rejected the job. Whenever I tell people this, they find it very funny. Yeah. Remember, part of your KPI when you join Amdari, like I said earlier, is to apply for a job in your first 2 months. He did that. He got a job. But the reason why he rejected it is because it is on site. He said he does not want anything on site. He wants a fully remote job. Okay? So the reason why we said you start applying for jobs and start going for interviews so that you start building your confidence. We prep you for the interview. We give you mock interview sessions. You start going for interviews. First interview, second, your first interview can never be like your third interview. Your third interview can never be like your fifth interview. The more interviews you get to face, the more confident you are in answering interview questions. Our job is not finished until you land a job. Okay? So you get this job reference letter. Once you get a job and they ask for a reference letter from you or from the company that you worked with, Amdari, on request, Amdari gives that to you. 1 year later, you worked in this company, you want to get another job in another company, and you don't want to go back to the company that you just finished working from. You can send another reference request to Amdari, and Amdari is going to send it to you. That is why we extended it to 2 years, so you have that ample time to get the reference letter. I will also give you on-the-job support. All right. Now, one thing I don't know if Cynthia mentioned is that you're going to be having multiple industry experience. For those of us in data analysis, cybersecurity, business analysis, if you've tried applying for a job recently, you must have noticed there's this bias in the job market. And this bias is, you will see a job, right? They've listed their requirements for a candidate. And maybe the last one, you will see where they listed the preferable candidates with experience in FMCG, or preferable candidates with experience in logistics and supply chain, or preferable candidates with experience in healthcare. These are biases, all right? Companies really don't have time for serere. I would call it serere, okay? They like when they hire you, and that's the reason why if you don't have hands-on experience, you don't have you've not worked on real project that has an actual impact in the company, they will not hire you. It doesn't matter if it takes them 6 months to fill the role. They will not hire a candidate that cannot fill that role, especially as a cybersecurity professional. Why would you hire someone that is not competent, that does not have evidence of a real life project? It's not like giving someone that has not gone through training, a policeman or a man that have not gone through military training to come and guide your house when there's an attack. How is that possible? Just know that you're on your own, okay? So they don't take that risk at all, right? So that's why we prepare you for all these things for you to land a job, okay? Now, those biases that you see, because of that, that's the reason why when we are having building partnership with companies and tech startups across different locations, we're not just building partnership with just one companies in one industry. We have partnerships in fintech, partnerships in logistics and supply chain, partnership with FMCG companies, partnership with e-commerce, so that the products you're going to be getting, remember this is a live project, are going to be in different industry. So when you're applying for a job, imagine you're applying for a job now, and that job is saying that a preferable candidate is FMCG. You know you've worked on a particular project, or perhaps you work on a project in FMCG during your internship. Obviously, you are having that confidence you're going to get that job. Because trust me, if you don't have that experience, most times, if two persons, you did good in your interview, another person did good in their interview, okay? Your experience, your skills is equal. Your interview, perfect. What they will use and hire somebody is now, does this person have experience in our industry? So these are the biases you have to close down. You have to close up. It's a game of carrying all the armor, carrying everything you need to have to go to war. You can't know that someone who is coming to attack you is coming with a machine gun, and you decide to go to war with knife. It just doesn't make sense, right? Every other person is going to this war with machine gun, and you're going with knife, or you're going with bow and arrow. Obviously, you know you're going to die on the way. That's how it feels like applying to job without every employability skill that you have to have in your arsenal. One thing I like about tech, it is not discriminatory. You're black, you're white, it is not discriminatory at all. If you don't know it, you don't know it. Even your own brother or your own sister, your uncle will not hire you because you are their sibling. If you don't know the job, they will not hire you. Imagine as a cybersecurity professional, and you have an uncle that has a company, and they're looking to fill up a role. You don't have the basic skill. You can only come as an intern, but they will hire someone who is professional. Then you learn under the person. They can't say, oh, because you're my brother, I've got my sister, then let me hire my brother. No, what if when they attack this company, then they attack this website, you will not be able to save this website. Okay? As a data analyst, oh, let me hire my brother. He's a data analyst when he doesn't know what he's doing. Then it's an ice cream shop. Assuming your uncle owns an ice cream shop, okay? And now he has hired you just to input, oh, you're my brother as a data analyst. And you know you don't have strong technical skills using these tools. You know you've not worked on actual project, don't know what to do like that. And he needs you to analyze data for him. He wants to know which of his ice cream flavor sells more. They want to run a promo or a discount, okay? They want to hit a particular target of their revenue. And then you go ahead, analyze the data, and you're giving them a wrong information because everything in that company is in your hands as a data analyst. You're telling them that chocolate ice cream, kiwi ice cream and cucumber flavor sells more. Because you did not clean your data well, because you don't analyze your data well, you're telling them that kiwi and cucumber flavor sells better than vanilla and chocolate. And now, because of the information you're giving them, they went ahead to produce a huge number of kiwi and cucumber flavor, all right? And run a discount on chocolate and vanilla. What do you think will happen? They will sell off the chocolate and vanilla, and they will have mass production of kiwi and cucumber. Nobody's buying it because that is not people's choice. They will lose money. They will lose money. Do you understand? That's when it comes to tech. There's no bias in tech. If you don't know it, you don't know it. If you don't know it, you're not getting hired. So a lot of persons feel like, oh, tech is oversaturated. Data analysis is oversaturated. Oh, project management is oversaturated. Oh, cybersecurity is And when you go to the LinkedIn every day, you will see people looking for jobs. You see tech recruiters going to people's DM and poaching for people to fill up a role. You see companies taking 6 months to fill up a particular role. The reason is because they're always complaining, oh, people are becoming unemployed. They're looking for people that have the skills to come and fill up this role. And have you wondered why people that are good in this job have 2 jobs? They are working in a natural company and they still have one side hustle they are doing. Do you know the reason why that is happening? Because there's a limited number of persons that actually have these employability skills. Well, the job is plenty. The job is much. If the job is not much, you will not find a tech professional that is working 3 jobs. You will not find it. It's only in tech you will see people doing 2 jobs, 3 jobs, 3 different companies. It's because the job is there. There's no tech profession or career that is saturated. Data analysis is not saturated. As a matter of fact, according to Global Forum, okay, World Global Forum, they said in the next 10 years, the data field, the cybersecurity field, data analysis, business analysis field, and project management are going to be in high demand. Why? Let's face it. You discuss you want to buy an eyeglass, you want to buy this shoe, you want to buy this hair, this clipper with your friend. Next thing you go online, next thing you're seeing is clipper. Or you mistakenly click on watch one video for more than 5 minutes. The next suggestion you are seeing, I'm coming at Jibola, is that particular video you are watching. Companies are looking for your data. It's like an oil, okay? Every company uses data. Hospital uses data. Everything in this life, data is important to make business decisions, to understand, to make progress, to make more profit. That's the reason why no data field can be redundant. And as much as everything is being automated, we are having AI, companies are automating all their activities. Cyber security will always be an issue. People will always want to maliciously attack your website. As long people will even hack, they will hack robots one day. They will hack robots. So you see, as long as these problems, these things are there and these problems are there, they need people to solve this problem. So it is not saturated, it is not redundant. There are jobs out there. You just need to prepare yourself, get yourself ready. They say preparation makes opportunity. If you're not prepared, when the opportunity comes, you cannot get it. So you have to have all the arsenal, everything you need, all the preparatory skill to land a job. Okay? Adibola, go ahead. Hi, Adibola, go ahead.
Yeah, I just checked the gov.uk website and I checked your registration in UK. So I found that you registered already as well. So, but my question is, do you have physical office in UK? I could see 126 City Road in London. Another thing about the reference that I asked, like most of the company now, they will ask for like 6 month reference. You have to have 3 month reference. Like how many month reference can you give to people, somebody that do internship with you? That's what I'm trying to find out. Thank you.
3 months, we can give you 3 months, we can give you 6 months. I mean, your internship is 6 months. Do you understand?
If I do 3 months, will I only get 3 months reference? If I do 6 months, will I only get 6 month reference?
The reference is to attest that you worked with us, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
It's not attesting that you worked with us for 2 years or 6 months. Do you get?
Okay.
Yes. So
Okay.
when we give you that reference, it's lasting. It can last for 1 year if you want it to last for 1 year. It shows that we are telling this company, Ajibola did an internship with us. In 3 months, if you come to Amdari and ask us, did Ajibola do internship with you? Yes, he did. Not even, sorry, it's not internship. We call you consultants. It's work. Did you work with us? Because your CV is not going to be carrying internship. Oh, please. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Your CV is not carrying internship. What you are is a consultant under Amdari. It's not going to be carrying internship. Because internship is undermining the kind of projects you're going to be working on. Using internship is going to undermine that. You are a consultant because you're going to be working on a lot of projects across multiple industries, using a lot of tools. You see the kind of projects you're going to be working on. So internship is not what it is. Go ahead, Hamid.
Sorry, the other question I asked about the physical office, is there anything like that or no?
No, we don't have a physical office, but that's actually our office.
Okay.
Yeah. Hamid.
Yeah, hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, I don't have much question per se. I just want to implore members that are here at the moment. I've seen Amdari and, from the presentation, right from the one Cynthia presented and the way you've been talking, this won't be my own first experience when it comes to things like this. And I quite appreciate the work Amdari is doing. And I want to implore the members right here now just to, try to patronize Amdari because it's quite a good one. The only thing I want to implore Amdari to do is that right now, as good as this particular program is, as good as it is, the number of attendees is not quite enough when it compares to the number of people that actually needed this information. And even if you have the number of people that I was thinking I would meet here tonight, the prices might scare some people away, irregardless how individual is presently making money. So if there is a way in the future that something a little more can still be done as regard the prices and payments method, probably. I don't have any suggestion at the moment. I'm just trying to mention it. If anything of such can be done, yeah, fine. Try to look into it, and I believe more people will still benefit, and Amdari will still go a long way, and it will be a win-win situation at the end of the day. That's all I need to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Amit. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. Hi, Jerry P.
Yes, thank you for having me. I just want to say two things. First, is part of what Hamid has said, because last time I joined I think I joined this presentation about March or so, and at that point in time, I think you were doing 50% discount, but there was no programs for cybersecurity at the time. So I think this is new, and I wanted to there was no cybersecurity. I think the quote you had then was something else called. I'm not quite sure what that is. Because really, I think
We've
it was
always had
end of March.
cybersecurity, Jeremy. No, we've always had cybersecurity. What we did not have is project management. This is cybersecurity right here. Some persons don't know that this is cybersecurity, and that's why I will always have question time for people to ask, and I always mention it.
Well, but
analysis.
I'm quite skeptical because the reason why I say so is, was it the cybersecurity or something data engineering, something like that? That was what they mentioned in that training, and I was like, and I think I had two people. One lady who was also in that meeting who was like, it's not possible for you to do data engineering for 3 months. That she had already gone through a master program, and she understands the enormity of that course. So it's not something that you will squeeze all in a 3 months program. And there was a 50% discount. So coming to now that you have split it into 3 different courses: cyber, ethical hacking, GRC, and the rest of it. We also, who have been following through, should also be eligible to get the discount because we've been following through all this while. And then secondly, my own point comes to, when it comes to what would I say, employability, having the requisite skill. Because a lot of times, agencies promise quite a lot, but when it comes to fulfilling the parts at which the candidate or the customer gets the benefit or becomes very confident, to be able to face the employer, it becomes a challenge. So my question would be, how do you intend to achieve this? Because it's very important. It's very important. It's very important to how do you intend to achieve this in 3 months? And secondly, or will be lastly, you say you do project based. How does this work really? How does this work, and how does this translate to the I getting that requisite skill, that requisite knowledge that I need to be able to, be efficient and effective in specific roles. The reason why I say so is I've had an experience with a company that did what's it called? One of these tech courses. And they promised quite a lot. They said a lot of things that they were going to do. But at the end of the day, I ended up doing most of the work myself. They just promised quite a bogus. I'm not expecting anyone to study for me. Of course, the study part is my responsibility. But the aspect of guiding me in the right direction, whereby I have the confidence and the capacity to, engage employers and give them what they really need, is where my issue really is.
Okay. First of all, I will start from your first questions of how you intend to get the skills in 3 months. Now, if you're someone that is trying to switch career, okay, I always say this in all my sessions that I take. 3 months is not for you. The people that go for 3 months, like I said, are persons that are already working in this field. For example, there are people that are cybersecurity professionals. Maybe they've worked 2 years in the previous country they were before they migrated to UK. And they want to specialize, okay? They don't really have problem with these tools. They just want to specialize. They can use 3 months to learn that. Now, another people that take 3 months, always go for the 3 months work experience internship, are persons that are looking for UK experience. They are also professionals in this field, right? They're looking for UK experience and also looking to gain experience working on projects across other industries so that they can expand their, expand their opportunity to apply to other industries. Maybe they had experience in one, maybe they have experience in fintech, and maybe the location where they are more of consulting company jobs than fintech, and they want to have experience in that consulting part. So they already have experience using these tools. They're the ones that go for 3 months. There is no way, even as a business analyst, there's no way someone who really wants to build strong technical skills would get that in 3 months. That's the reason why I always, when I encourage people to go for 6 months work experience internship, they feel like, oh, it's so much, another. 6 months is when you start building that confidence. 3 months cannot cut it. It's for professionals. It's not for you that is just switching career and they just came out from boot camp that don't know how to use any of these tools like that. Okay, so that is settled. Now, for how Amdari prepares you to land the job, I mentioned this earlier. When you come to Amdari, this is a job. It's an internship. You sign your contract, get onboarded, you have your line manager. You have your stand-up meetings. Okay, this is where we follow up with you. See, you're not just learning technical skills here. You're learning time management. Okay, which is what tech recruiters like to ask when they are asking you some kind of scenario-based questions during interviews. They're not looking at how strong your technical skills are. Cynthia mentioned that soft skills will keep you on the job. Trust me, there are persons that have worked on a lot of capstone projects. You can work on a lot of capstone projects got from Cargo, you got from a lot of places online. Okay, but they don't actually build your technical skills and your ability to work. And your ability to work in emergency time. As a cybersecurity professional right now, okay, you're working on projects that you found online. I can get the project, okay, work on it maybe 1 hour. I have other things taking my time. The next 2 days, maybe I'll come back on it. Or maybe next month, I will like, oh, it's strong. We won't do this, let me finish this project. You're not giving the cybersecurity professional vibe, because cybersecurity is fast-paced. The website is attacked, you need to get it resolved sharp, fast, before they destroy everything in the app or in the website. That is the reason why with your capstone project, no matter how good it looks, companies will not want to hire you because it does not really tell that you've worked on actual, company or actual projects that have time limits. And that's the reason why our projects, as we receive from our business partners, it has time limits. Some projects will last for 1 week. Some projects will last for 2 weeks. They have a deadline for you to submit it. And that's the reason why I said dedicate an hour or 2 hours, work on this project. For someone, EdTech promising you this or that, trust me, there's no EdTech company in this life that will teach you and still do internship for you. That's the reason why in schools, BSc, MSc, PhD, when you are taking your courses, first year, second year, maybe third year, that is when you go for internship. They can't provide you internship. Schools work with you, teach you everything you need, and give you capstone project. That is the last day of thesis that you do when you want to graduate. And then they provide you internship in between. Okay? If they can give you a job, they would give you a job, but that's not what they are for. There is a process to landing a job. The process is you go to school, right? You went to school. If you want to get a job in maybe chemical engineering, you study chemical engineering, you try and do internship in a company in that chemical engineering, you do your tests. When you're done with your tests, and then you look for a place to do internship, okay? After you're done with school, look for companies that are hiring for entry-level roles where they're open to, correct you when you make mistake and everything. You are more like a beginner. The pay is going to be very small. Before you work on that, you start building your strong technical skills. Maybe from there, they may make you permanent staff. From there, they may not make you permanent staff, but because you build your skill, you get another job. Trust me, there are people that go for those entry-level roles or internship, and they don't get to build their skills because they're not taking it serious. And you're not going to blame the company for the candidates who is not taking their job serious. Now, you join Amdari, you have stand-up meetings. Trust me, it's not easy to be working and be doing internship again. That's the reason why you have your line manager. You have people nudging you. Mr. Jerry, we didn't see you start updating for 2 weeks now. What's going on? Your project, you've not submitted your project yet. What's going on? If you're not showing up, it's only take a time. They will stop. I don't know. You can only take a donkey to the water to drink. You cannot force the donkey to drink. So you will need time management on your own part for us to help you as well. Everything is set in place for you to land this job. You have your stand-up meetings. You have this project. You have a line manager. You can always nudge. Cynthia, I'm trying to fix this. I've tried using YouTube. I always encourage people. There's one thing I always tell people. If you really want to get good at any skill, it's like, how do I explain it? If you really want to get good at any skill, make mistake. Allow yourself to make mistake. Allow yourself to find a mistake to, find a solution to the problem yourself. That is where your problem-solving skills come into play. Someone who always runs to somebody to fix things will not easily understand how to use things. Okay? If you want to get to understand a route, a road, you ask question the first day, there is a likely chance that the next day you go to that place, you will not know the road. But there's no way I'm going to a particular place. Maybe I'm using Google, what do you call it? Google to show me the road, and I miss the road 2 times. There is no way I'm coming back to that place, and I cannot find my way to that location that I was struggling to find before. Because I struggled to find that location, right? I was able to navigate a lot of places. I was able to learn a lot of things. I was able to see colors of buildings. I'm putting all those in my head so I don't lose my way or lost my way next time. But if I just direct you, go to this shop, you do that. There's a high chance you come there in the next 2 months, you've forgotten about it. So while they are there for you, I always encourage people to, before you call your line manager, try and navigate it. There's YouTube, there's ChatGPT, there's a lot of resources. Try and see if you can fix that yourself. You see that sometimes when you fix it yourself, there's this pride you have in yourself that you fix something that you found difficult in as a beginner. But at the end of the day, if you're not able to fix it, you found all the solution. That is where you now call them. You do not show you. You will see that while you're trying to find the solution to this problem, you've learned a lot of things on the way, which is going to also add to your skill. Remember that I said part of your KPI is to apply for job 2 months after you joined. That is when you've worked on at least 3-4 projects. They review and revamp your CV, work with you. We are not, see, one thing about Amdari, we want to make you so good. When you leave Amdari, you don't need to be hiring CV reviewers or CV revampers, all those kind of things, okay? They review and revamp your CV with you. Actually, well, I'm coming to your question. They review and revamp your CV with you, okay? So that tomorrow, if you're applying for a particular job, because trust me, when you're applying for different jobs, you have to change your CV to fit that job. You need to understand what you need in that CV, okay? Now, when you get an interview, like I said, I don't know if you heard what I said earlier, Amdari prepares you for the interview. We also have interviews with you. I'm sorry, I was so random. We have mock interview with you. We interview you, that's what the mock interview is. That job you're going for, we interview you and give you feedback. So your first interview, second interview, third interview, you're getting better. To the extent you start building that confidence to land that job. So these are how we make you employable. Now, for your question, Mr. Ajibola, we ran IWD for a whole month, all right? We sent out emails. We sent out a lot of things. I don't know, seriously. We told some persons this, that people, I don't know, sometimes people like to see maybe if it's true or not, okay? As someone that joined my session this night, and he was one of the beneficiaries. Now you have 16% discount. If you don't take advantage of this 16% discount, trust me, for the first 20 persons, I'm not sure you're going to get it again. Same thing I told them last week, same thing I said last 2 weeks. We had 50% discount. This is the first time you're ever doing 50% discount, okay? And some people were still dragging feet. They were still contemplating, should I go? Should I not go? Should I go? Should I not go? Tickets. I don't know when next you're going to have 50% discount, but right now what we have is 16% discount, and you can take advantage of it. Okay, so Mr. Jerry, go ahead. Hi, Mr. Jerry, go ahead. Do you still have questions? Okay, Derek, go ahead.
Thank you very much for the opportunity.
You're welcome. I can barely hear you, Jerry. Your voice is very, very, very low.
Is it okay now?
Yes, it is. Okay, hold on. Ketiwe, I don't know if I pronounce your name well. The 16% discount lasts as long as the 20, we still have space for the 20 persons. Once the 20 persons are filled, I don't know. So you may want to secure your spot as soon as possible. I mean, like I said, sorry, Derek, I'll come back to you. You can pay in 5 installments for the 6 months work experience internship. I've mentioned it earlier today. For the 3 months work experience internship, you can pay in 3 installments. So you're not paying the £750 at once. Divide 750 by 5. That is your first installment. So you can pay in 5 months. You don't have to pay everything at once, okay? To secure your spot. All right, Derek, go ahead.
Thank you. So I've been going through, I was going through your Facebook page and listening to one of your adverts, one of the commercials. I remember saying you've helped more than 2,500 people to secure a job. So I was expecting to see some very good reviews, like some likes, maybe 100 or 200 likes, that kind of thing. But actually, I didn't see anything like that. So I just wanted to find out if there's any reason for that.
Yes, this persons he said he helped. Dari has another sister company called Tenalities. Have you heard of it?
Yeah, I've heard of Tenalities.
Yes, the person, he's the owner of Tenalities, and he has helped a lot of persons get job. So he's the same co-founder, both of them as the co-founder of Dari.
Okay.
Yes.
So, for example, so if I want to like more reviews I want to look for more ratings from Facebook, can I go through Tenalytics to get a very good review? Because for 2,500, more than 2,500, I was still expecting to get some reasonable numbers in terms of social media approvals.
You can go to Tenalities. Yes, you can go to Tenalities. And also, I will implore you to go to our YouTube channel. All right.
YouTube.
When you go to our YouTube channel, you will look for our project showcase. This is where you get to meet consultants already working. Okay. We have a project showcase with them where they come to speak up, like Cynthia did. They come to speak to you, to everybody, about their preferred particular project that they like so much. They prepare a slide on it and they come online to speak. Most of them have not done presentation before. We prepare them in all these things. Now imagine in their term of 6 months, how good they will be in presenting. Go and see the kind of projects they're working on and how they are speaking with this person. These are not people we cooked from somewhere. When we have project showcase, we let them know, they prepare themselves, prepare their slide, prepare themselves and come on here, present and answer people's questions. They are still doing internship, but they will come here to walk you through how they did all their projects. So if you go to our YouTube, look for project showcase, where they wrote project showcase or something like put these projects in your CV or put these projects in your portfolio. Look at those projects. You will see our consultants presenting their work. These are projects they've worked by themselves. Nobody helped them to do that. Presenting that. We don't use to select special people. Just leave it open. If you're interested, you come and do that. Okay?
Thank you very much.
Quality of internship you're going to be getting.
Okay. Thank you. One last question. I was just finding out, since you have since I've filled the attendance form, is it possible to also share the YouTube link you are talking about, so that it can be easier rather than going to other place? I don't know if it's fine with you.
Okay, I can even share it right here. Okay.
Yes, please. Thank you very much.
Dari. Just type Dari. You'll find us. We are not running. All right. Let me get to find Dari. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So if you have any other question for me, you can raise your hand. In fact, unmute your mic, because I'm looking for one project showcase I'm going to share with you guys now. Unmute your mic and ask me, and I'm going to answer. If you have a question, go ahead. If you have a question, go ahead. I'll send this one for you. Share this copy link. I'm going to share this on our chat right here. So click on it, go and watch it. In fact, there was this woman, this was the one I hosted. There are also many more there. In order to secure the discount, you will need first month installment. Yes, just secure your first month installment. That's how to secure the discount. And if it increases, you don't have to, you're not going to be getting affected by it. Okay, so in this link, you will see there was a lady that presented for her data science. I swear to God, I was the one that hosted this project showcase. And I've never met these people, okay? Maybe I've met them during speaking with you, where I was speaking with you guys now. And like I said, they are career switchers, advanced people. People have had experience, 10 years experience in other fields, and they want to go into the tech field. You will see, even from her voice, see that she's an elderly woman, data science, presenting her work. I was flabbergasted. I will not lie. I've always seen data science as a field for people that have very mathematical brain and like to get, but the way she dissected everything, I actually have to start to question myself. I won't lie. Go click on that link and watch that project showcase, so you understand the quality of internship you're going to you're getting from Amdare. All right, just utilize the link. Jerry, do you still have a question? Hi, Jerry, do you still have a question? So for those of us that will be joining, right, we also have referral bonus. Okay, you have referral bonus. You get people, you register, you get people for tell your friends, tell your families, whoever you refer to Amdare, you get a bonus. Okay, you get I think 20% bonus, it's 20% bonus, 5% bonus from the full price, and you're gonna get that bonus when the person you referred has paid their full payment. You are definitely going to get that bonus. We had that with analytics. It's going so well. We're having that with Amdare. Okay, so you may want to utilize that as well. Right? Secure your spot. You may want to utilize that as well. You get the bonus discount. It's not discount. You get the bonus. They pay you the money after the person you referred to Amdare has made their full payment. Okay, so you may also want to utilize that as another way of making small bucks from while doing your internship. So yeah, Jerry, do you still have question? Kama, Glory, do you have questions for me? Your mic is unmuted and you're quiet. Hi, Glory, do you have questions? I think Glory is asleep. Let me help her mute the mic. All right, since there are no other questions, please, if you've not filled the attendance form, do well to fill it. And we are going to be calling this a day. How much did you say the referral bonus is? So give me a minute. Let me get that for you. So the referral bonus, for those that benefited from our 50% discount, they're not going to be involved in the referral bonus. Okay, so the referral bonus are only for persons that did not benefit from the 50% discount. So give me a minute. Let me get that first. All right, just give me a minute. So the referral bonus is so you're going to be receiving a referral bonus of £20. That is when they complete their payment. Okay, £20. Did you get that? Good. So you're going to be getting £20 when you refer people. So those are for people that are from May cohorts. Those that have joined April cohort already, those that are joined April cohort already, with the IWD discount, 50% discount, they are not involved. They were not involving them. We are not involving them for the referral bonus. They've already taken enough from us. So we have that opportunity for you guys as well. So you can take advantage of that. All right. So since we don't have any other question, we are going to call it a day or a night. So good night, everyone, and thank you for gracing us with your presence here today. Bye.
Good night.